Shalom. Only give praise and glory to how Bashima Shai Bashima Kakadash and double honor to the others and apostles of great and also Thomas truth and peace, blessing and salutations to the whole full elect. I was reading that title from GMSKC Prophet 3.
I believe the dream that I had a year and a half ago was a prophetic message, and this is why. I definitely want to preface this by saying I am not a prophet. I am not somebody who interprets these type of dreams, but I'm just telling you guys what I saw in this dream and how I feel like it is now a full circle moment and is finally clicking. It's finally clicking. Let me just tell you guys what the dream was. In the dream, I was in a high-rise building with my husband. We don't currently live in a high-rise building right now, but this is just what's in the dream. We were there, and we were outside on a balcony, and I told
Now, let me just get the scriptures real quick so we can watch it fully. What's it called again? Second Edge 6 and 24. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. And yeah, man, going into these hydro power plants, you need water to make electricity, and if the water doesn't run, then that's going to lead to the grid shutdown.
him, hey babe, like something feels weird. I really have the need to stock up. I have a really bad feeling that something bad is about to happen. And in this dream, my husband goes, oh babe, you know how you get, like your anxiety gets really bad. I think you're just overreacting. You need to just chill out. So the next day in the dream, we're on this balcony, we're back on the balcony, and it's nighttime. All the lights are on, you know, everybody you can just see, and they're different buildings and their lights are on, they're having a good time. We're just sitting outside relaxing. We're just standing outside, and then boom, the power grid goes down, all the lights go off. Everybody is like, hey, what happened? Like, you don't have power either. And it's not just 1 or 2 outages, like the whole everybody. It's dark. In the distance, there was a Walmart. And when the lights go off, I want to say maybe like, I don't know how much time had passed in the dream, but I'm looking in the Walmart parking lot, and it's like the Hunger Games when they start rioting and ransacking the stores.
As it says, man, 6 and 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. Genesis 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, civil war. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. So you're gonna do what they want to do, man. They're not gonna care about what the president, the prime minister, or the mayor has to say. It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Obviously, because all the people coming together and becoming enemies. Just for example, The Last of Us. In the first one, people teamed up with each other. I was trying to, well, X off the other people that was the enemies. And even then, they'll just shoot at them, not even caring who they are. It's like shoot on sight. Therefore, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That'll show you how the women going to be in that day. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and have no pity, have no compassion, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, being a weapon, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So yeah, because of the famine, because of the lack of food.
Look, this has me all frazzled because it was just chaos. Okay, so it was just like the apocalyptic movies when just everybody just starts going to the stores, like COVID. When we had COVID and everybody just started buying everything and the shelves were empty. That's kind of the situation that was going on in this dream. And I'm looking like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? And now with all the current events that are going on, it's finally clicking to me because we are in conflict in war with Iran right now. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. Trump comes out and says that we only have 4 weeks left of oil reserves. And now it is really getting into my head that we are not taking our current events as seriously as we should. A lot of us are still living life like we have a lot of life to live. But I believe that we are on the brink of something very bad, and I don't think everybody is taking it serious. If we don't have oil, if we don't have any oil reserves, that's not going to affect only our day to day getting to and from work, but that's going to affect our food. These trucks, these semi trucks that transport all of our food, if they don't have oil, how do we think the stores are going to continue to be restocked? Just the way everything's heading is crazy, and it's finally clicking to me that you need to stock up. If you have the money to stock up, you need to be buying extras, water, canned foods, trash bags, dog food, cat food, whatever you have. You need to stock up like now, because I have a very bad feeling that in the next few weeks things are gonna get really bad. And people are like, oh, it might just be an anxiety, but I will be damned if I don't go and do something and prepare, because the way that dream was and the current events today, right now, something's about to go down. And I feel it in my spirit wholeheartedly. And if you don't believe that, that sucks, because if we do get to when we get to the situation where people need food and water and don't have it, you're going to be like in that dream with somebody outside of that store trying to ransack it and get what you can. So this is the warning. I feel like it would be a disservice if I don't share the dream that I had, because I feel in my spirit that this is true and that I need to spread this.
Yeah. So there was another one about the preppers. Yeah, here we go. You preppers are only making yourselves a target. At the end of the day, the Alexa want to get that food. So let's watch this anyway.
So, how exactly are we supposed to do this? Y'all peep this shit. So, there has been videos popping up left and right, telling us that we need to prepare our houses. We, we need to like prepare our houses. We need to stack up our food. We need to stock up our medicine. We need to stock up our supplies and things of that nature, correct? Okay. The only problem with that is a lot of Americans are literally struggling trying to keep up with the regular groceries that we have, especially as far as affordability is concerned. So how in the blue fuck do we have the luxury to even try to prep, even if we try? Like, how? How are we able to prep if we cannot even contain, maintain, and be able to afford the groceries that we have? How do you expect for us to prepare for this shit? Even if this shit was to happen, or something was to happen right now, guess what? We still would not be able to afford to be ready. And if you really want to keep it a buck, honestly, people should have been stocking up years ago, but how can we? How can we? So when y'all start posting up these videos talking about like, oh, we want y'all to prepare and everything like that, keep in fucking mind, Americans are struggling to keep their house fed. What the hell makes you think they are able to afford to prepare for a disaster that nobody is ready for?
Yeah, it's as simple as that, to be honest. All I can say is, I want to give a praise and glory to Yahweh, but Shema Shai, but Shema Kakadash. I hope this was edifying and shalom.